Alright, I clicked go live and all that shit, so what does it do to my stream info? See the Pathfinder logo. I click on it. Game directory Pathfinder. It's the wrong fucking one. Why does it do this? Wrong one. There you go. Correct Pathfinder. Even though it showed the same, like, icon for both of them. Wait, what?
Twitch is porked.
No. What is this? Hang on. Which fucking category is it putting me in? See it, right? I see it. I see it. Then if I click on it, why is it doing that? Wait, is that correct? No. Browse. I click this. No, fucking by game, you stupid idiot. Will it show that I'm live on the directory? Yes, it is. Okay, so it is correct. It should be fine. It says that I'm on there, and it's correct. Everything should be Daitobu. Okay. There we go. Finally. So, now that I know that my shit is working, we can, like, begin to actually start here. So, first things first, while I do my final preparations or whatever. You did get
the buff I get from Fireflies.
You did get some stuff. You know, as you guys come back and, you know, settle in, get your long rest or whatever, you do get some mail. You get some stuff from Oba as thanks for capturing all of her animals back. And possibly maybe her worrying about the mob and just like try to, like, you know, kiss the hand kind of thing.
No, after all that, we just get a restraining order.
So you got for loot a Cheetah's Elixir Moderate, and also an Atmospheric Staff Lesser, because the book writes in you get an Animal Staff, but that's stupid because you already get an Animal Staff from the book, and an Atmospheric Staff makes way more sense as a way to corral the fucking Impeshi. So
Neat.
There's that. It's in a box up by the main, like, pathway at the top of the map.
Yeah, I see it. I'll drag this. Does anyone want it, or should I just drag it into the party shit?
If I get a second animal staff, I can just spam the spells on it.
Okay, what spell are you spamming? The animal staff.
Runic body, I guess.
Runic body. All right. Summon animal.
Do my unarmed attack.
It's in the party stash.
I mean, you can already kind of just like spam the. You're level. Yeah, you're level 5.
Actually, it has 3 charges. It has 3 charges.
Yeah, it has 3 charges.
So, you know,
Runic body 3 fucking times. What?
Yep.
What?
Anyway, I can't use staff, so someone else take that.
It's very amusing. You can use any scroll in the game, and in fact, even more amusingly, you can use unidentified scrolls. But it's like, staff? What the fuck is that? Can't even.
Stick.
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 So, after we deal with a zoo, we wake up in the morning.
Wake up in the morning like P. Diddy.
I could cast the air bubble from it, and that's it. That's the only thing I can cast from is air bubble. That's the only divine one on there.
Yeah, I don't think I can use it either at all.
No, those are occult spells, right? All of them. Maybe Gale Burst?
Arcane Primal, Arcane Occult, and Arcane Divine Primal.
Realty?
The game is still false.
Give it to Aruru.
I mean, on her own.
Which one's she? She's arcane?
She's
Yes.
arcane, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Does she have spell slots to use it?
Yep.
Yep.
Magus
it doesn't
gets
matter.
limited spell
She
slots.
gets three charges anyway, so.
I don't think she'd end up using it, but she can. Anyways, the game is
I mean,
paused.
I can hold on to it just so
Game
we have
is
air bubble
paused.
just in case.
So,
I'll unpause it while I do my
and so
other
we
shit.
wake in the morning and we don't step outside because fuck that.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. We're out. Woo-hoo.
Like, I'm in bed. It's comfy.
Yeah.
Like, let me just not get out. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Dame has
But,
the effect of the orc as Dame's in there too.
Yeah. Man. I assume your aura isn't technically up, is it, Jetty?
I think she needs.
I mean,
to shadow.
technically she can have it going at all times, but it's like fucking just like it's always windy around you when it's happening.
Yeah, it's all. There's always a slight breeze.
It's fucking windy.
I
Bro,
think
I'm
it
just-
actually exhausts you if you.
No,
try
no,
to do that
it's
all.
not a it's not a stance. It's a different thing. All four. There's nothing that prevents you from
Fair
having
enough.
it going forever. I
Yeah,
had the same
There's
thought as
nothing
you.
that prevents me.
I'm just laying in bed and I'm having a 10-foot status bonus to my speed.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyway,
see.
The staff did not get added to my spell list.
okay. I have a question before I fully get into character.
Up to like
Could I
Hmm.
train one skill into expert, or do I have to?
Level
at
5,
level,
yes.
at level 5, you get a skill increase and you can go to expert, yes.
Yeah.
You can only go to expert, so you have to pick something to go to expert.
Or you can train another thing.
Okay.
You
Bro,
can.
I'm running.
You can
Okay,
also
I'm
pick
good.
something.
I'm already good. I'm already good. I already picked it.
Bro, I'm running around with 9 expert skills. Fuck.
I have 2, but I did train a few skills up.
Alright.
Why is Dame still with us? Looks at Dame, laying on her leg.
I don't know.
Dame sleep.
Didn't you kidnap her?
No,
I mean,
no technicality. No, I threatened to do it, but I wouldn't actually do it.
poor Zenzen.
Wow.
Zenzen must be all alone right now then.
Poor Zenzen must be exhausted this morning. She gets up or sits up and goes to stretch.
No, come back.
Probably accidentally smacking Libby in the shoulder
No, come back.
with her wings.
No, you're not allowed to get out.
Marie, let me up.
That just reminds me. We're standing in line behind a girl with long hair. Someone calls her name. She turns her head really wobbly, and you just get smacked in the face.
God.
That but wings.
I've had that happen into my eyes. It's fucking awful.
Same.
Ow.
Ah,
Like a fucking
I
whip.
hate that.
The whip.
I hate that.
Hair whip.
Long hair. Yeah, long hair sucks.
Alright. Well,
Knock knock.
who's door?
Huh?
I'm knocking on the door of the Anadis.
Oh yeah. Well, do you want to share with the class?
Marie.
Yes.
Huh?
Good morning. This is anyway.
She's like, cleaning something up, like it isn't looked over at you yet, and like folding like a blanket up. She goes, good morning, Eden. How? Oh,
I have a question about hybrid shapes.
yes. What would you like to know?
Well, I don't think I'm doing it right compared to the Anadis I saw that recently arrived. But this is kind of what happens when I try to do it. Well, I think my understanding of hybrid in my mind for for as long as I've known about them since I was small, was kind of half and half, not what I saw with the other Anadis, and now this is all I can do.
Well,
Should I be worried?
it's more of a personal choice than anything else. It's not like, well, how should I even put it? It's not like your true form or something like that. It's just sort of how you or what makes you
Okay,
comfortable.
okay, thank. I mean, I like how this works, but I was a bit concerned when it wasn't quite like the other side scene, because this was always kind of what I pictured when I heard Anadi could take hybrid shapes, but well, I never really had seen another Anadi's hybrid shape until, well, less than a month ago.
He just walks up to you and like gives you a hug and like a pat on the back kind of thing. And is like, it's
Thank you.
don't worry, you're doing wonderful.
I do like it. It feels fitting.
Then it's perfectly right.
Thank you. I'm going to scare my friends with this.
Good luck.
Thank you.
What if it is talking from the spider mouth, and like the whole humanoid part sticking out is just like weird like anglerfish body?
We find out Yidin all along was not a naughty, they're a blink spider.
Yidin talks from both mouths.
Oh, fuck.
Double mouth. Talks twice. Yidin can't get enough of hearing himself talk. Hearing
Also,
himself talk.
God.
JD heal yourself to full health.
Good morning, Zeta.
Good morning.
I figured out my hybrid shape.
Wow.
What did you say?
Say again, all four.
I figured out my hybrid shape.
I see.
I assume the others haven't awoken yet.
I have not seen any of them outside their rooms yet.
I'm gonna skitter in front of their doors.
Skitter, skitter, skitter. Stream speed.
Malimby and Firefly, you may hear a sound of skittering from
Well,
beneath the door.
we're not
They
currently
don't.
in that room.
Ah, Sag. There's Firefly. I now see her. My screen had moved up.
Hey, you know, just the very blue and fucking white square token on top
It
of
was off.
the brown tiles.
It was off screen for
Off
me. Shut
screen.
up.
Damn. My man's playing at full zoom.
Actually, Sensa is probably in a bad mood.
I'm gonna go ahead and like transport Aru into her room while Kiria's not here. Hey, off the music.
Good morning, Firefly.
Morning.
Good morning, Malimby.
Morning.
Limby's in the bathroom.
Now Malimby's here.
No, I already left. I
Oh.
went right past you.
Sorry, I was distracted.
Not quite a week yet, are we? So,
No,
well, I
Oh, you tired her out so much she didn't even notice me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure you
Anyway, that's gotta be Yidin, right? Because I don't think Tsinive looks like that.
don't. My upper torso still looks the same, Malimby.
You're very pink.
Purple.
It's
I've
kind of
always
in
been
between.
very purple, Malimby.
How I I wonder.
This is my hyperchip.
No offense, but like I was kind of like we've seen the other Anadi. I was not
Yeah.
expecting this.
Yeah, the thing is, I learned about hybrid shapes when I was young, and I hadn't seen any other Anadis. Hybrid shape since, well, the first time you saw the other Anadis, which was less than a month ago. And this is always kind of the shape I had in my head for how hybrid shapes must have looked. Just because since I was a kid, hybrid shape, you just put the one thing on top of the other.
You just see Malimbi's vision switch from from one mouth to the other because you're talking out of both of them.
Yeah, I haven't figured that part out yet. I'm pretty sure I can get it so that I only talk out of the humanoid mouth or out of the spider mouth. But right now it's kind of both.
Do you like see with all of those eyes as well at the same time? How does
I mean, yeah, but in my defense, I'm used to seeing with 6
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, okay, but your eyes now are like at very different heights. So like, how does your brain process that?
I don't know how does your brain process, uh, well, having you know, 10 fingers on each hand the same way I do. You don't think about it. It just does. It just works.
It just works.
Well, I
I'm not
mean,
making a conscious effort to think about it.
well, I am. That's
Well, that's a you problem, maybe.
I guess so. I suppose I'm glad you managed to figure out your hybrid sheep.
It feels quite good. It feels natural. I hope the rest of the party does not have arachnophobia. I mean, I always hope that, but and I'm pretty sure they don't at this point. But I used to stay in my humanoid form a lot more, so now this might be a little bit more of an issue.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone has had a problem with spiders so far,
Good morning, Firefly.
given how many anadis are around.
Has Malimby tucked you out so much?
I'm not sure what you were talking about.
Firefly knows.
I am not answering that question. And
Dude.
also, I'm mentally exhausted because of
I know. I'm just trying to
what.
make jokes to kind of distract you. Also, have you looked at me? I put one of my spider legs on your shoulder.
Hug. Just suddenly hug.
It is a surprisingly fluffy spider.
Adorable. Adorable.
It is a surprisingly fluffy spider.
You're adorable. Anyway, somebody has to go wake up Zenzen.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh yeah.
I should.
Yeah.
I think she may be happy to see how this how fluffy this shape is, but considering Dame is here, I don't think she'll be happy if I wake her up on account of the history with that.
Be back.
I'll be the second to to say good morning. You be the first, and take Dame with you.
The orb of
Also,
fluff.
Oliver,
Knock.
did with this hybrid shape, did Yiden's features get noticeably more feminine, or
A little bit, yes. To be fair,
Knock.
not
my
quite as much as like in the art, I guess? But
no, I mean not quite that much yet, but they're
Hmm.
but they're getting there. They're getting there.
Getting there. God.
so
Ah.
how long have you been on those tinctures now? Because it's
Close
definitely
to 6
starting
months.
starting to have its results.
I mean, I pointed out that it was having out of character. I pointed out that it was having results. So, like a few sessions ago, that I was
I know,
simply looking
but like
feminine.
it's starting to get more and more noticeable.
Yeah. Though it will probably cap out at this point. That those things are meant to kind of complete the process in 6 months. We're getting roughly to that time frame.
Mm.
After that, they only maintain it.
Are you like happy with where you are now, or
I don't know yet. The hybrid shape helps.
I imagine you do.
Zenzen, are you awake?
Both Dame and Zenzen are still asleep.
Dame was with Firefly.
Still asleep.
Still asleep?
Has to be carried.
Loud bang.
Dame startles awake. Makes it like a
I
little
do have
scared
the
yip.
police open up stick if we need it.
Sorry, Dame.
Man.
Dame's trembling a little.
When the dead wake from their
Hits
grave,
Dame
the
on the
sprite is
head.
time to play.
Mm.
Wakey, Zenzen.
Ping.
Knock.
I'm
You let Dame sleep with me last night? You must be tired.
Opens door. She's naked. Takes Dame. Closes door. she's like
Run.
she's not
Run.
thinking clearly. She just did that.
Runs.
She did.
There was nothing hiding her this time though.
It's weird.
Nothing.
She didn't scream like that.
No
when I
thoughts,
walked by
head
with a
empty.
towel earlier.
See, we need coffee in character too.
Yeah.
Are you doing
You were
okay?
covered. You were covered. There's a difference. Blushing.
Should I try not being covered next time? Just to see.
See, this is why I make fun of you.
Does that wake Zenzem up from her stupor? She just like hears that off in the
this point-
distance. There's a disturbance in the
At
force.
this point, I'd say you're allowed to make fun of it because I'm doing that too.
Dame
I will
has
kick
less
both of you in the
vision.
nuts. Or actually, no,
Damn.
I'll kick you in the chest and Malimby in the nuts. No.
That's sexist.
Dang.
I have perfectly fine nuts to kick still.
Where are they? Show me where the ball
Not
from the spider
sexist
is.
when you...
Show me the
I'm glad
balls
to see you
on
didn't
your
completely gotten over this.
Where are your spider balls?
Look, if I can use my dysphoria to make fun
Wait, this is not
Yeah,
the GMP.
of other people, then I will.
Hang on.
Good morning, Sensen.
Morning, Vincent.
Show
What
me
did you
where
do
on
to
the spider the
Firefly?
balls are.
Technically, they're in the legs.
In the wait, really?
Yeah, that's well, it depends on the spider species, but yes, spiders can keep their well. I'm not gonna say the word, but
Balls.
no.
They store their reproductive
Secretion
organs
sex.
in the
There's
legs.
no
Anyway,
term for it, but yeah, they store that in the legs.
anyway, what do you do to her? It's been a while since I last heard her squeal like that.
Huh? I was naked.
Well,
Yeah, that'll do it.
I assume that you didn't have that great a sleep without Dame there.
No,
Do you want a hug?
no.
I am Fluffy.
She like squints at Yidin for like a while.
Yidin's arms are open, and there does not appear to be a hint of like other interests in it. Just wanting to allow you to have something fluffy.
No, you may be fluffy, but like spider fluffy is different from puppy fluffy.
I am Fluffy.
Turns
She looks
out,
like she's heavily contemplating.
turns out when spiders get as big as fucking people, they don't need the ulcerating hairs.
But what if they still have them?
Well then,
Look,
I
if
mean
you
that's
look at
up
my
to
art, if you look at my art, I'm genuinely that fluffy.
Firefly's
Fluffy.
just curled up on the couch.
They have flowers on their little fluffy legs.
I don't like how attractive you are.
Hugs.
Oh my god.
Sensen, you have never said something that nice to me that made me feel that good in my life.
Don't.
Don't.
Like
No,
she's like
no.
pouting, but still like hugging the floof.
We're having this moment.
She doesn't look happy about it.
We're having this moment.
You good, Firefly?
I'm gonna ruin the moment. I gotta go piss.
Why does
Oh no, you
why
ruined
does
the
Sentinel
moment.
keep doing that?
I ruined the moment. Let's go.
Why does one keep doing that? What did you say, Fluffy?
Why does Sentinel keep doing that? Why does it always
I
end
just
up
realized
being
why it's
me that
dark.
get freaked out?
Well, you've met
Well,
her family now.
She's
Well,
mumbling mostly to
mean,
herself.
You've met her family now, so that explains a lot, honestly. Compared to them, she's kind of subdued.
as for why it has to be you, well, I'm not budging in on a naked lady.
If I wake her up again, I'm pretty sure she tries to murder me.
I mean, it's not your fault that she doesn't wake up.
No, but the other things were my fault.
Hey, Edith, now that you're big and cuddly and fluffy, you should sleep with Zen. Maybe that'll help.
See, is this your revenge? Nice try, man.
What?
If I
For
could
the
cast
earlier jokes.
if I had a scroll of ventriloquism, I'd use it right now.
What does that mean?
Yeah, but unfortunately, you don't. Okay, so my plan today is I go in town as Lady Ardex of Holomog Asmode Lady Asmodeus worshipper.
I see. I'm sure that'll go over well with the locals.
Yeah,
You know, being
surprisingly,
an
all of
Asmodeus worshipper.
I mean, if they can have it gives me a way to kind of properly get in with the mob, and if I explain how Holomog worships Asmodeus, which I'm pretty sure they don't anymore, but nobody here will know that, then probably will be fine.
You know, if you're going at it alone, we probably should try and figure out some sort of way for you to contact us in case things go wrong.
I mean, I'm not walking into the mob today. I'm just gonna gather information, which
But
means
the mob
talk to
might walk
anyone.
into
But
you.
I mean, then I'm going to pretend to be a very wealthy lady who might be interested in buying some animals and wanting help from the mob from that.
All right. Good luck. I'm just saying
Mm.
we should probably have some sort of backup plan. Not that I don't trust you, but
I'm not planning on doing anything dangerous today, and just having a conversation should not be a problem.
look, we weren't planning on doing
I
anything
really should
dangerous when we
talk to
walked into that
Otz.
lair.
We should really tell Professor Otz about what we heard.
Yes, we should.
We should probably inform Janatimo, to be honest.
I feel like we
We
should
have-
also.
We haven't gone back to report to him yet.
I feel like we should also inform the Tempest Sun mages for, well, in case a certain lookalike shows up.
Hmm. I don't even feel safe to be leaving the dorm right now, but I'll try.
Remember, Firefly, you're brave.
It's okay, I'm with you. And so is Zeta. Right, Zeta?
Affirmative.
Zeta will fist whoever tries to come near you with
Please
the
don't
impure
ever-
thoughts.
Please don't ever phrase it like that again.
Zeta will fist anyone who comes near Firefly with impure thoughts.
If they are a
God.
perceived threat, my fist will come meet their body.
Alright,
The only reason you want me to phrase that differently is because that technically applies to you, Malimby.
what do you mean that thing?
What?
He didn't. Come here. He didn't. Don't run from me. Why are you running? Why are you running?
God damn it.
Why are you running?
It finally got the chance to say it.
Got to say the line.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Didn't you look at me in the eyes and tell me what you mean with that?
You know exactly what I mean, Malimby.
No, I know what you mean. I just want to hear you say it out loud. I want to see if you have the balls to say it.
I raise my legs and say, because what I said technically applies to you, Malimby.
Yeah, and how so?
You and I both know why.
No, I don't know why.
Well, then you're dumber than you looked.
Bro, you're gonna make this weird.
Okay.
But, siblings.
Successfully made it weird.
Can't live without them.
Okay, Gentino.
I swear to God,
Advance.
you didn't starting to become that like sibling. I never.
You literally had a brother.
I know, but that one was actually kind of nice.
Damn. Then this is just, the universe realigning itself,
God,
giving you what you deserved.
Flicks a wind at the back of Malimby's head.
what?
Mhm. Boops! You did on the nose.
Which nose?
Her
There's only one
human
nose. There's no such thing as a spider nose. What do you mean?
There's a spider nose in spirit.
In spirit.
human face. Human
Pokes
face.
them directly in the
'cause
eyes.
she can reach that easier. Anyway. If you want to get closer, I can do the makeup thing I normally do.
I mean, in this case, I'm going to apply a disguise kit as well as an illusory disguise to really finish off the magic.
He's just gonna go with a whole new identity.
I will literally look like someone else entirely.
Alright, let me go grab the fucking art of Tricky Wee's new model.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
southern accent Spider Girl.
Spider
She's
Queen.
had that character for a while, but I don't think she had like a full model. It was a PNG before.
Interesting. Alright, so the party's off to finally report back to John and Timo everything they found.
Yes.
Alright. Whee! I zoomed the fuck out. Ba ba ba.
Damn it, why is my art still different here? Oh, because my
Oh,
Oh,
because
it
I
was
pulled
before.
it from.
It was
Yeah, I pulled
it was
it from.
before. Yeah.
No, no, no. I know why. Because your prototype token appearance is not. No, wait. That should be fine. You just
Okay, so
updated it right now.
on the way to Janatimo, we should probably
Why are they
get on
wrong?
the same page. We should probably get on the same page as to what we're gonna tell him, because Oba seemed kind of hesitant about anyone figuring out that the mafia is involved in this, because she's afraid of retaliation.
Well, we gotta tell him.
Now it works now. Figured it out before I did.
Well,
Wow.
technically, we only need to tell him as
I
much as
also gem like
necessary for the Griffin situation.
Alright, Janatimo time.
There's not much. We have to explain what's happening with me.
We should probably make sure that the Magambia is aware that there is someone that looks like you around, so that they know that.
I already told about that, but at the same time, we should inform them that she's closer by.
I'm just like. The main reason I think we should tell them is so that whatever she does not reflect back on you, so that they know that you're not the same.
Doesn't reflect.
I already knew there was a reflection.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying.
She has her mask on tight. So you can't see her face anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, knock knock.
Alright, now what up? Fucking the TMNT
Open up
thing,
the
you know.
door, it's real.
Open up. Alright. Janatimo, you hear him, he goes, Come in, come in.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Janetimo.
Good
We
morning
have-
as well to you, Yudin, Firefly, Tenzin, Zeta, and
Firefly adjusts her mask.
River. Good to see you all
we
again.
have, we have concluded the investigation into the Griffin matter.
it's the mob.
All right. I figured we were gonna ease into this, but okay.
Eh,
Somebody opened up the Griffin's cages, which caused them to escape.
Huh. It's almost amusing how simple of an
Only
answer
reason
that
why
was.
Yes.
you'd think that it gets more complicated. Just
the
wait a
only
minute.
reason why I knew is because I found takes the lockpick. I found this.
What is that?
It's a lockpick made for Grippleys.
I see.
It's made for non-human hands. I think that's what we found out last time.
So
Because this was in a normal lockpick.
how about instead of dropping
That was
right
out of
into this,
character, by the way. The
we
end
give
part.
a little bit more context to this. We went to the place, Oba's Wondrous Creatures, and met with Oba. Oba, after some convincing, allowed us to investigate the holding pens. Firefly did indeed find this lockpick. And after pressing Oba on the matter, it turns out that yes, someone was interested in some of the creatures, lowballed Oba. Oba rejected the offer, and the like a Gripply organized crime group got involved and released all of Oba's creatures.
That's certainly a turn of events.
Oba, unfortunately, well, Oba did ask us to keep quiet about this. She seems rather afraid of retaliation. if this
Hmm.
information gets out, so do please handle this with care.
Suppose that makes perfect sense. Don't want any gangsters knocking on your door, I suppose. At least not additional times.
Well, there's no guarantee that they won't anyway, but I did suggest she perhaps talk to the Chimeringers, but she seemed too afraid to. Is there perchance? Do you perchance have any ideas of anything we can do for her to ease her concerns a little bit?
To be frank, I'm unsure. I suppose, well, strictly speaking, she could do with more security. Have some of the Magambia's, hands, Tempest Sun Mages, to help guard her stall, to make sure her pets don't get loose again. Having a few more hands on deck might make her feel it more at ease, but that's more so paperwork for me to do and not much for you to do.
Well, I mean, if every little bit helps, so I
But
mean, doesn't exactly sound like a bad idea.
Firefly,
Precisely.
Firefly rubs her arm.
Speaking of extra protection,
Mhm.
Yes.
um, we learned a certain someone is potentially working with the mob, and that certain someone happens to be a bit of a personal danger to Firefly. And by a bit, I mean, you know how I'm sure you've been told that I do a little work as a therapist in the dorm on the side.
All right.
Well, essentially, that uh, Firefly, of course, if you want to say this, feel free, but I think you don't. I feel like you're not really wanting to mention it anyway.
I
I can
already
talk
told
around the
Professor
details.
Ott, and you were. I was assuming you were informed about what I am. Hello?
Like it,
Well, say again.
I'm assuming you were informed about what I am.
I have
I did
not.
tell Professor Ott.
I don't know too much
Mm,
about all y'all's personal lives.
very well. Well, this is one of those cases.
I'm. This is one of those cases that'll reflect bad on me.
No, it won't.
I'm what you'd call a reflection. The person whom they're talking about shares a face with me.
Long story short, they're in town, and there's not exactly a good person.
They are
He
these.
rubs his chin for a moment and is like, very well.
They are the main source of what I work with Firefly on and during our sessions.
So it would we figured it'd be a good idea to inform the Megambia of this so that the progenitor's actions do not reflect poorly upon Firefly, should it come to pass.
And preferably that Firefly gets some assurance that that person isn't just allowed to walk into the Magambia campus.
I only brought it up because it's relevant to our investigation right now, and yeah.
I mean, it was worth bringing up anyways on account of it being a realistic danger to one of the students here.
Hmm. Well, I'm not quite sure what to say about that. to be fair, I will, at least personally, and I suppose I should spread some word among the staff if you're comfortable to be on the lookout for that lack of a better or faster way to describe it, a evil twin milling about.
It's probably quite an accurate description.
I won't hold any of their actions against you, and thank you for informing this in case something does happen and suddenly you have staff knocking on your door trying to bring you in for questioning. We at least have this
There's a
information
ghost
on
me.
us.
There's a ghost me.
What?
I very
Fucking hell.
briefly thought that you said that in character and that there was a third
No, no, no,
Firefly.
no, 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 no. That was OOC.
No,
OOC.
I understand.
Ghost me? What does that mean?
I do not see a ghost you.
I'm not connected to the game yet.
Oh,
I'm still.
that's what you mean. Okay, yeah. Let me boot your Phantom
Yeah, I was about to.
That's what
I
I
was about to
assumed
say.
she meant.
player. I was so confused. I was like, what?
I'm not
What do you mean,
connected
a
to the game.
ghost?
Yet I'm connected to the game because
Wait,
I can't.
Jenny,
Yeah. Don't worry. I kicked the Phantom join. Now you should be able to rejoin.
The stone ghost.
when
It's going ghost.
shut up.
That's
Alright.
literally what I'm.
Firefly
I
takes
mean
the
by
ghost
it.
archetype. Let's go.
No.
So when did you disconnect? Did you see that Melindy?
Just a minute
in fact-
ago.
'cause
Just a
Mel-
I
minute
mean, it doesn't
ago.
matter.
Yeah.
Nothing happened on the game itself. We're still just sitting
No,
on
I
the
know,
screen
I know.
staring at whatever.
I- but
I
I
assume
put in-
she's
I
trying
put-
to edit her character
put in
sheet
chat.
to level up.
Yeah, I put in chat
No,
that
I already
Melindy
am
like
good.
grabbed her
Oh.
hand, so like for her information, she might not have seen that. Anyway, all right. So with that out of the way, I suppose, did you have anything else for us to look into, or are we free to continue with well, our own little projects and duties as students?
Yes, actually. But first, you have all done expertly on these cases, and well, I was initially expecting this conversation to take a bit longer or to be perusing over more facts, but it is quite
I still
amusing.
can't reconnect. Fuck. Anyway.
It is quite amusing that the reason the Griffins were set afoot on the Magambia was simply just being let out of the cages. So, in conclusion to our little foray into Nantambo to do these investigations, I would like to meet with you all again about this time next week. And the reason
Very well.
is because you will be receiving a promotion to be conversants here at the Magambia.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Ah,
You've all done a wonderful job with this, and to be frank, in the beginning, since the beginning, this has been a bit of a test of my own to see where you all stand with how highly praised you are by Ott. So, I
What
think it's
does,
appropriate.
What does being a conversant entail exactly?
Glad you asked. So, conversants, you can think of it, what would be a analog? If it's like a work license or something of the sort, or maybe internship, where instead of simply only doing your studies for the Magambia, you will also be going out to explore Nintambu and accomplish whatever needs or investigations are that the people request.
Interesting. So, bit of community service then.
In a way, you could view it as that as well.
I think a nice way I like compare it is probably like adventurers guilds and how adventurers like take quests for like the people of the community and everything, and undertake certain tasks.
Exactly. There are a wide variety of tasks that we ask of conversants. The only commonalities are that they will test your skills and your spirit, and that they are intended to help you learn to serve others.
Well, I was about to go into the Ntambu this week anyway, so might as well get a head start on that.
You good, Jetty?
You good, Jetty?
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right,
Sorry.
cool.
Did you hit the dongle?
Yeah, no problem.
I still can't rejoin though.
Having
What the
internet
hell?
problems over there.
It's not
Oh, no.
internet problems. I legit, there's still the ghost in the system.
No, it's
Apparently.
gone. I got rid of it. Try completely like closing out your browser and like restarting it.
Otherwise, we can try restart the server.
Yeah, I think it's a caching thing. Like her like a browser is assuming it's the same. So
Continue on the RP.
So,
anyways,
this meeting was when did you say?
next week, instead of the auditorium that is a bit, to put it lightly, banged up since the last time you were all there, we'll be hosting in this in, as he kind of like looks through some notes and like a map. Oh, which of these buildings will be better? Ah, there. This tower. As he shows you which building it is on the map, the campus. And all your friends and classmates will also be invited, and you'll see some of your favorite teachers there as well to congratulate you on the promotion.
Very well.
In the meantime, I will gather
anything
a
we
few
should
of the tasks that will fall upon you all.
Is there anything we should prepare for this ceremony?
Try to dress your best.
I always do.
You are exceptionally prepared then.
Well, I think that's all from us. Unless anyone else has anything they want to talk about.
You know?
All right.
Well then, I won't keep you away any longer on your day here. So, enjoy the rest of your day, and remember to keep up with your studies.
Of course.
Most certainly.
I'm gonna pee real quick. I'll be right back.
I might actually have some time to continue my own research. I do still need to try that spell. And I feel like we've reached an appropriate level. I might need some assistance from someone that can cast spells, though, to get the feel for the power.
And
Zenzen, you wanna give me a hand with some of my research? Like, no,
I
I just
I
need
guess.
someone. I just need someone that can cast spells of an appropriate level to give me a sense of the power that required.
Okay. Sure.
I do hope I can overcome that thing I found last time with the glyphs, but we'll have a look.
I've been pinged. Oops, the fuck. Did he still fucking ghost? I guess I can restart the whole fucking server. That doesn't even make sense. All right.
It's,
All right.
it's really weird.
Return to setup. Kick, you're all banned. Boom, scram. Deleted. Alright. And then I restart Strength of Thousands.
Why are you looking at Matara clips during session all for?
Literally went to the bathroom. I'm sorry, what's he doing in the bathroom? Mega super squint?
I mean, this was 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago. How long was the clip?
In
Squint?
2 minutes. 2 minutes of
So,
hot roach mommy titty.
Should waves of ecstasy be a will save or a fortitude save? Because
A
you
will
kind of
save.
target their mind. Because yeah, it is a mental spell with an emotion effect.
Yes. Gives you a certain kind of emotion. Certainly makes you emotional. You know?
Squint.
I think it's about high time Limby starts actually getting that fucking proof of concept done.
Man, I wonder how Kiria's doing. They're dying of shitted pants still.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to point that out on stream. Okay. Yeah.
What? Look, we all
Can't
get
just
food poisoning sometimes.
Look, you can't just out her like that.
Outed for eating a food that was contaminated. Oh, excuse me. Bleh.
Try a different browser.
There we go. Okay, so the game is launched or whatever. Jetty, you should be able to
I'm
just join. Should just work.
In chat, she said.
She said that before,
Okay.
not after.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Pain, Pecco.
Jetty.
Getting jetted. Judex. Y'all remember that?
Jet
I
X or
can join.
Jetix?
Yay.
Yay!
So yeah. I guess we have time to work on our own stuff unless something else comes up.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about hero points. Let's start a session.
Wow.
There you go. Ta-da.
No. Nice.
Are you still AFK L4?
No.
On AFK is your L4? Alright, cool. Interesting. Anyways, is there anything that you guys need to handle for the 1 week of downtime?
I'm going into town every day, disguised as Harry, disguised as just throwing dice at Montambu every single day to gather information.
I suppose this is not a studying kind of downtime, is it?
No, it's regular downtime. It's just 1 week.
Okay.
Alright. Is there... Can I even... Do I have stuff for you throwing fucking...
Well, I'm like specifically asking information on the Gripply Mafia and kind of hinting it out there that I may be interested in that one specific alter ego is interested in potentially doing business with them, and that the others are kind of like entourage also investigating.
I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of is the adventure. It's kind of a significant part of the adventure is like doing that, and that's not like a downtime thing you can do. Because I'm not really sure what to give you, because when I look through here, I'm like, I actually just do not know what to give you if you like were to do downtime, find information, because that's kind of like a part of like the story and like the tasks you'll
Fair.
do. You'll find out more.
How about downtime investigation information on Stella instead, if that works better for you?
You know what? Yes, actually, yes.
Let's see.
Because I mean, ultimately, that's better anyway.
Yep. I will 100% allow for that. That makes much more sense. So, team, party.
So I have. It depends on what Firefly's gonna do, because Millenbee's probably not gonna stray too far, but I will probably Millenbee will probably like get his head down and try and get that proof of concept for the spell creation, spell crafting, like churned out as much as he can.
All right. Which
So,
of your spellcasters would you like to acquire for this undertaking?
well, Eden seems a little bit preoccupied.
Let's see. I can get up to obscure. I can get talk of the town, common rumors, and obscure rumors, poorly guarded secrets from this.
Since Eden seems a bit preoccupied.
I mean, I won't be doing this every single day, so like in the evenings you can ask
You
me for
literally
stuff.
said you were gonna spend every single day doing this.
Well, I mean,
Like,
yes, but like I don't mean, but I mean like an acceptable amount of hours in a day.
yeah.
Zenzen was willing to help. That said, does Zenzen have any spells with the mental traits?
I believe this should have mental trait.
Either way, it would be a spell that could appear on spell list if you.
Well, I have a
Oh, yeah,
little, I have a second level spell with it, but yeah.
No. I'm trying to create the Waves of Ecstasy, which is probably like an arcane, occult, divine spell.
Remember, I used the spell that's like inspired by Morius, Grandpa.
Regret.
Yeah, true.
No regrets.
Getting that as a comparison for like affecting mental states should hopefully like.
In the evenings, I can explain how crushing despair to you works.
You
Which
mean
is probably like
agonizing
I
despair?
guess I have technically
which is
have.
kind of
I
I
also
know how
technically have.
depression works. Thank you.
Same.
point is, if you know how the
Days is
inverse
upcasted.
of the spell works,
Days.
then maybe.
Mm.
My point is,
Reeling.
if you know how the inverse of a spell works, then maybe you learn how the spell you are working towards can work. Because it's just kind of trying to draw
Cast
out
it
the opposite
backwards.
It's just kind of trying to draw out the opposite emotion.
Cast it backwards.
Cast it backwards.
So now I just gotta figure out how to make this into a positive thing. Should I roll spellcrafting for the spellcrafting lore for this copter, or do you want something else?
I mean that's the whole point of you having spellcrafting lore, right? Is
Yeah,
to
I know.
craft
Yeah, I know.
spells.
But yeah, I know.
Craft them
you're
spells. Fucking look at this motherfucker with his 55 lores.
yeah.
Why are you expert in so many things? What the fuck?
So here's the thing, right? Academic is from additional lore. Esoteric is just from my class. Spellcrafting is additional lore, which auto skills. I went expert medicine, expert diplomacy. I get expert arcana from the Magami attendant dedication, I believe. No, from the it was one of my it was one of my feats. Either
Additional
Runescarred
lore
or
academia.
yeah, that's from
Okay.
the branch.
Kidding,
And let's see,
you're
and
just
then
the most skilled man in the world.
yeah, Oh no, wait! I became expert nature from the attendance, and then expert.
And then tome.
Yeah, and
Jesus
Tome gave me
Christ.
two expert skills as well. So
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
yeah, yeah, there's yeah, I know.
Bro is very, very skilled.
Yeah.
Making rogues blush. Alright,
So anyway,
sick.
rolling.
Rolling.
Hero
That's
point
some
in that.
shit ass roll right there.
Come on, I need a higher roll.
Oh!
Net 20. Let's go.
Oh
Let's go.
my
Research
god! Alright,
Research
alright.
breakthrough.
I gotta
Ugh.
set the scene here. All right. So where are you doing research? Where in the dorm are you doing research, or are you using a classroom? Like you could use the Habebe building or whatever where you found the alchemy lab before.
Oh,
You
no.
could go anywhere.
Oh no, I'm in my room.
You're in your room. All right. All right. Drag you in here. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
The
What?
fuck?
There are two Malimbis.
No, there's one. There's me in my room right now.
I have a Phantom Malimbi as well. All right. That's crazy.
That's weird.
All right. I grab you one Zen for your research.
Eh.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Do I have like Mission Impossible theme but not copyrighted somewhere?
Why Mission Impossible?
Because you're, I don't know.
Just off key. Just do it off key.
Off key.
Get like a third grade band to play it.
Alliance
Like one of those
Reforged.
videos.
What is this? Does this work?
I'm not hearing anything. So, oh wait, there's someone.
It's epic enough.
Power words. Come.
So. You did. You put the nose to the grind. You start doing research. You start comparing to even your own rune scarring and the type of magic this is.
Yeah, he meant Malimbi. He said
Malimbi, my bad, Malimbi. You're processing the information. You call in Zen for the help, and Zen hears to supply her magical casting and know-how of how to call upon this type of force into the world. Right now, you have like a like an ad hoc scroll, you know, like basically like research notes made manifest. And as you come down into the magic,
Come.
Down.
What the fuck? Why are we tilting?
What's happening?
all right, both of you make will saves.
Oh my god! Does it accidentally fire off? God. Is this against my own spell DC?
Come.
Yeah, Zen, yeah. Roll will save.
Oh,
Damn,
no.
How could anyone have foreseen that the first person Malimbi would get off would be Senzen? Firefly must be in shambles.
How does agonizing despair work? Alright, that's how that works. Okay, cool. Anyways, you call forth the magic, and you fire off the spell by maybe accident, maybe on purpose in trying to make it happen. But either way, the spell happens regardless of what you wanted to do. And you're right next to this scroll when it happens, and it just kind of blasts both of you. Malimbi, you fail entirely, and you go prone. Zen, you succeed against your own spell DC, if I'm not mistaken, right? Your spell DC is 21. All right, exactly succeeds. So you go prone as well, and you know, you both feel good after this. However, Malimbi, you're very much more affected by this spell as you're just like on the ground, just kind of feeling the power, the power of power word. Come.
Alright. Well, just give me a moment. Oh man. I think it works. Oh.
Report to the ship as soon as possible. We're paying, okay?
I'm gonna stand up. I'm not gonna keep laying down. How did? By the way,
Wow.
are you alright?
If you look down, you know she's not exactly all right.
I'm not looking down. I know what happened, so I'm not looking down.
Does Malimbi know? Does Malimbi know though?
I mean, Melinda, I think I really already figured it out.
Well, let me know from personal experience.
Exactly, I know from personal experience what happened.
Dang. Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
Is that a wand in your pocket, or are you just excited to see Malimbi?
Don't worry, I brought a Kanabo from Chanja, don't worry about it.
So, I think it's safe to say this works, and we never mention what actually happened to anyone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Later that night, Jinin comes back to the dorms like, how's everyone doing?
If it just if it lasts for longer than 24 hours, just do consult a doctor.
But doctor, you mean
Um,
Squint.
that's a joke, by the way. So Captain, I guess the at least the formula for the spell and everything is there now. It's not like the magic in it is expended, but it's like ready to be replicated at least.
Yes, you have a document outlining exactly how this spell is meant to be cast. You have successfully created waves of ecstasy, or do you have a cooler, differenter name for it?
Do you want to go with forward come, or do you want to use wave of ecstasy as the choice is short?
Malimbi has a bit more class than that. He's gonna go with ecstasy. Thank you very much.
Coward, but correct.
The idea I had for it. Let me post it. See how Copter feels about it. I've posted it before, but let me just post it in private chat. This is the
And
idea I had
thusly,
for how the spell
waves of
works.
ecstasy was born.
Well, not so much born, but reinvented for 2e.
It will eventually maybe
for
have
chat,
a
let me,
heightened version, but you know.
This was the there we go. This was the mechanics we agreed upon. Yeah. I would also say that it should make them like brown, because this doesn't do a whole lot of things.
Alright. How do you want to? We'll
yeah,
figure
basically,
out
if they
the
succeed, they'll go
specifics
prone.
later.
Or you made slowed. Right. No, my bad. I misread it. I
Yeah, I
forgot.
went
Yeah,
with
slowed one. Yeah. All right.
But you know, given that Sensen and I weren't expecting it to go off, we probably were caught too off guard and went prone due to it.
Yeah. I forgot it slowed. Right. Yes. Yep.
Listen, Zenton's just got a lot weighing her down.
Got a lot weighing her down.
Yeah, Malimbi too.
Zenton has more.
I just realized the last line where it says clumsy 1 for 3 rounds, it instead says clummy. Get nice and clummy.
Clummy?
Clummy.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well-
Critical fail. I'm clummy. Oh.
Well, like it, you'll have homework to implement this into Foundry.
Oh. I mean, it's really easy.
Yeah,
Fair.
probably. I could probably do it.
Unironically. Oh shit.
Oh, we lost Jetty again.
Jenny!
Oh wait, Firefly's outside the door.
She's outside
Oh,
the
wait a
door.
minute, we
I'm
have to
just
wait for her to come back.
it's
We have
like,
to
alright,
push
you know, like.
Alright, coming to all four.
Okay, in the
Cut
meantime,
off for her,
while
oh,
we're
yes.
waiting,
No, we could cut
Uh,
the fucking
Zeta.
Zeta as well.
Zeta, what downtime are you doing, please?
What
Anything
I
else?
am going to try and earn money.
Money! Alright, what are you gonna do for
You
money?
know what? That's actually a good idea.
Doing various odd jobs that are available to be done.
Pick a
Well,
skill.
Athletics.
The earn income
Athletics.
table is like the earn income table is like a day for daily tasks, right? So if he does a whole week worth of work of earned income, is that 7 checks? That's a
Where
lot of
was
money.
the earn income macro? Let me put that in your. Oh, there actually you already have the earn income macro in there. Or wait, is that
Like
the
it-
macro or is that just the thing? Yeah, that's
Let's
not
see. If you
the.
put it in there, Jesus, it puts the Jesus.
Yeah, that's
What
not
fuck is
the
this?
that's not the macro.
That's a
Okay,
lot
there's
of
a
text. Holy
there
shit.
is a macro for that. Where is it? Let me search my command for it. Earn macro. Is there a way for me to like? I know I can put it on my hotbar.
Let's
I give
see.
that
So
to you
we're
as an
level
action?
5.
No, I can. Oh wait, no, I can create an action and put that in there.
Oh, there's
Oh.
Firefly.
Firefly's back.
Actual
Cool.
earn income. I do that, and then I edit it, and I drag the earn income macro into save it. All right, so Jen, you should now have that inside your own shit. So if you click
Okay.
that into the chat log, then I think if you click that button, it'll automatically do the macro for earn income for you.
And just hit athletics. And I'm at level 5.
Actual earnings.
And
7
going
days.
to go 7 days.
Duh.
Bro.
Critical
put that on my
success!
hot-
Oh my god, look
Holy
at that.
shit.
Oh wow,
He made
salary
14
for a week,
14 gold.
14 gold. Holy shit, look at that, man.
Yay.
That's exactly that's like 1 second level spell scroll.
Alright.
I'll just go ahead and add it to my gold pool.
Jetty, have you returned?
Well, that's pretty good.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, so. You did time.
Like it, I'm not gonna lie to you. Gather information typically takes about 2 hours, but sometimes more. Do you want me to roll, if I do 8 hours every single day, a total of 24? No, 28 D20 rolls?
Okay.
Jesus Christ. What the
Because
fuck?
I
I'm
assume
gonna
that
tell
that's
you
not
like
what you want.
this. If you critically fail, it will become dangerous and you will not be able to continue doing it.
That's fair. That's fair. That's why I wanted to inform you of that before I
So
started to roll anything.
I don't know, roll like 3
They are
times at least.
they are secret checks, so give me a moment.
Alright, yeah, just a secret roll check.
So yeah, that happened.
It's the first one, not critical fail.
What's the DC?
I don't.
Oh shit! Hang on.
I
I'm gonna
don't
double
need you
check
to
DCs
tell me
real
what it
quick.
is. I don't need you to tell me if it's not a critical if it's a success or not. I just need to know if it's not a critical fail.
Yeah, hang on. Let me double check DCs. Was it? Fuck was my shit
Let's
reference
see.
to difficulty classes table there. And you guys are level 5.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think for gathering information, it's settlement dependent.
Yo, I can set this spell to unique level, right?
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Let me
Hang
double
on.
check on gather
You
information
do
as
your
well.
thing. You do your thing.
Because Nantambu is, of course, like a gigantic settlement. Uh and what are you expert?
Yes.
Okay, you. Where's Nantambu as a settlement? Of course, because Nantambu is mentioned in so many other things. I can't easily grab that. Of course not. Tambu is level what the fuck? 10. Okay. Tambu is a level and
use a simple DC representing the available information about the subject. Adjust the DC upward if the PC is gathering information in depth. For example,
I got it. All right. Okay. I just wanted a reference material. So, because Nantambu is a level 10 like city, you kind of critically fail instantly as I reveal this to you.
Can I roll a hero point?
Okay, sure, yeah. Can you right click it and do it from there? Because I revealed it. So
reroll using hero points. Because a 2 is pretty bad.
it could be worse, right?
It could be a 1.
It could be a 1 instead. Wow.
I,
All right. Yeah. Okay. So
can I hero point again?
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
Well-
No, you sure can't. That wow. Damn. The sometimes the stories write themselves. All right, you go out in your disguise. You're a Madam Web fucking Drider mistress, and eyebrows are raised. Questions are asked. What do you say to the first I guess possible informant that you might approach?
Basically that I'm on, I'm of noble blood from Holomog, and that I'm traveling through to all the major Gurundi cities, and that I'm just on holiday looking to meet some other nobility to talk, properly with. Look, I'm failing. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna lay under my blankets, and then I'm gonna go and sleep. That's what's gonna happen.
This person that you've approached, like, kind of like looks at you, like squints at you, is like, I got family from Hollow Mog, and I'm not gonna pretend I am the most versed person in all of Hollow Mog on every single noble, but I don't recognize your name at all. Who the fuck are you?
Well, I explained to him that my family is the patron of the Asmodean Lady Asmodeus cult in Holomog, which is real, but but that's obviously the cult isn't as much known as the older celestial Imperial Lord cults in Hollowog. So that may be why.
Seriously, this is like Squincy. They're like wondering like if you're trying to like buy something, schmooze them, or what. But they like don't want to take a chance. They just kind of like whistle, and you see like a Gripply just kind of like come out from like the shadows behind them, and then just like from their stature, they're like a solid like 2 feet below you, but like look just directly like at you in the eye, like no fear, and just like bothering this person.
I don't mean to.
Last time I checked, people don't take kindly to Asmodean cultists.
Well, that's because we aren't like those Chilaxian as they Diabolist. We have faith in Lady Asmodeus. We believe that Asmodeus represents the feminine addition to society.
This is talking out of your ass if I ever heard any.
Yes,
They're just like staring you down. They kind of like
look,
start to move their hand like over like a fucking
Melody,
a
I'm
rungu,
rolling
like a
critical
pointed
fill.
club.
I'm doing this like I'm about to
I
critically
know.
fucking fill.
I know.
They come down to their waist and like what looks like for like a club for a moment, but this is like a pointed club. This is like a weapon of war. That it's called a rungu if you've heard of it. It like start to like go for it and like. Well, ain't that interesting? It's kind of like rub the handle of it on their waist.
Look, I don't mean to cause issues or anything. If you would, if I think you wish me to be on my way, and I have no issue with that.
They don't really like respond. They just like squint and like stare you down.
I'm gonna mosey on away and be sad. Fuck you, frog. I'm gonna make you all come.
You rolled a 2 into a 1.
I feel like I repeat
Oh,
that as I was
man.
critically failing.
Oh man. How dare you make
But
me
I am.
open a tab on Holomog? Like I was like, what the fuck is this country? And then I saw it and I was like, you're trying to say you're from Holomog, you fucking idiot? What the hell? Like what? Oh my god.
What do you mean? It's far enough away that nobody will know what the fuck I'm saying, and then I roll it, and then I critically fail into the one guy who knows the fucking Holomog is about.
Exactly. It's like if you know anything about Holomog, it's like, they're on the border of the undead nation in the like fucking magical exclusion zone. Like what the fuck?
They have a celestial court that are literally ruled by an accord with imperial lords. They're like the opposite of Cheliax.
They go out of their way to be like, the matriarchy is not evil, but
The matriarchy is objectively good. They're just kind of slow.
slow.
That's
Damn.
how I would describe that society. They are a
Rude.
good society, but they're very slow. So like,
Tragic.
they just kind of get stuck.
All right, now that we have Jetty back and Yadin's adventure failed horribly, their cover was blown
cry.
instantly. Let's reel back to Firefly, Zenzen, and Malimbi. Firefly, as you walk past the room, you hear the casting of magic, and then whatever
great
noises
situation.
Zenzen and Malimbi make when they're satisfied.
Is Firefly affected from behind the door?
No.
No.
Well, then you hear Malimbi getting Firefly off.
What? No.
No. Technically, we're getting ourselves off.
It's getting yourselves off.
You're getting yourselves off together.
Oh man.
My bad. My bad.
Well-
I and the wrong screen.
You know, they say great inventions usually happen on accident, and I'd classify these as an accident. So yeah.
Yeah.
Zenzen, I'd very much like to thank you for your help. I don't think I would have been able to have this breakthrough here today if it wasn't for you. I'm sorry that the spell accidentally went off. I don't know if it was my fault or if it was any other fault, if this was meant to happen or not. Regardless, if there is anything I can do for you, just let me know. And as previously stated, let's not speak of this ever again.
Musashi? You're muted.
You're muted, Musashi.
Oh,
Once
you
I need
unmuted?
it. Anyway, I just mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna go take care of some.
I don't need to know that.
She's gonna glare at you for a second.
You're the one that said it, not me. Given the circumstances.
She's also not the one that needs to change their pants.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if waves of ecstasy. It just makes you feel. I don't know if it actually makes you. It
I
is a mental
mean-
effect after all.
I mean, bro,
I mean, mental effect is enough for some people.
mental.
You know what? Yeah, sometimes it is.
You know what? You failed your save.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You know what it is for Malimbi.
What?
It just feels like there's like a certain cute blonde woman with a big hat and an umbrella gun in her ear, and she just
God.
leans in and just goes,
No,
Wow.
and it
gotcha.
just.
Oh!
You just hear the wow, and then the.
No, that's the verb component for the spell.
God damn it!
The verbal component is just the wow.
No, it's the other one.
I'm about the angelic choir.
God.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Zenzen.
It's all right, so Zenzen emerges from Malimbi's room. Fireflies in the hallway.
So, yeah. Oh man. Alright, so I don't know how to add an actual spell to the compendium. I can make a custom
No, you don't add it to
spell
a
in my
compendium. You have
spells,
to. Oh fuck. No,
but
you
I
have
made a
you added.
custom
You made it.
spell
Yeah, you
in
made a
my
custom spell that
innate
works.
spells.
Yeah.
But-
Yes, I can make a compendium. Yeah, sure. You know what? Item. Create item.
Because then from the compendium, I can turn it into a scroll.
Spell.
Just make sure. Just check if it's set up correctly.
Like
Spell. Yep. What?
I have a question.
What?
Well, I guess I have two questions. The first question is, if I make a different disguise, can I try again? Second question, if I can't, can I do other stuff during my downtime?
Yeah. For an income or whatever you want. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to spend that much time on this like small amount of downtime.
I understand. I just want information on Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you okay, so the way you do is you like what you do is you buy replacement disguise kit, what they have something like lockpicks. I forget what it's called, but like it's like the same thing as buying a new like lockpick for your kit, but disguise kit edition, I forget what it's called. Like extra
Yeah,
makeup or something.
I'll
So
figure.
you
I'll
spend your
figure
money
it out.
on that, then you make your new disguise, and then you try again. Yeah, so what
Please.
was the image you used, Peter, for
That's humanoid form.
Humanoid Farm?
That
Where is that?
you go to system, icons, spells, and humanoid form.
Spell.
Anyway, I'm gonna put it in chat for the others so they can see. Because I feel like
Like
the
that.
image is very fitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ababataka.
Ascend.
Alright. A, C. I make it in here and I go into description and I do it. Save it. Rate it to be unique in emotion. Mental.
You're mental. We're all
Any kind of
mental.
special details in it? Did. Yes, you did. Casting time to range 30. Targets.
Target one living creature.
One living creature.
Saving throw will.
No.
No.
Alright.
Cool. I
I
do
just gotta keep in
believe
mind
that
that this
is.
isn't technically an innate spell from
Fire,
Melimby, but
Firefly
I'm
just
keeping it in here
tries
just
to go back to her room and shuts the door. That's basically what Firefly did.
Alright, so you should all see a new item in the items tab that, if any of you choose to learn Waves of Ecstasy, there it is.
in the items tab.
Yeah, in the items tab next to actors.
Yeah, Firefly's not learning that.
But,
I don't
yeah,
see it.
and
I see the
since
effect cover.
no, wait. Oh, right, I gotta your ownership. All players.
There it
Ta-da.
is. It should be a 3rd level spell, by the way.
Oh, but yep, you're right. Right.
I'm gonna learn that spell.
You'll have to ask Melimby, because just like the other students here now, he has his own unique spell.
Yeah, oh my god, look at that. So you have to befriend Melimby, and then you can get access to the unique spell. Alright, you did? Can you handle it? I will say, since we did just hit level 5, if anyone wants that to be your spell that you get for getting access to 3rd level spells, that can be it. You can have Waves of Ecstasy. Especially Zen.
I also want other spells, so
Mm.
I'll just have to learn it in the regular way.
Power word. Come.
Man. Alright.
Also, I rerolled the new dice like it.
Yeah. You've rolled what? You rolled new. Oh, right. You're. I gotta check on my GM because it's hidden.
Should be above the Waves of Ecstasy.
Wow, you really rolled. Yep.
Reveal it if I'll be a hero pointed if I need to.
Bro. Bro, the 5.
Melimby, I want my luck back.
2,
Melimby, give me
1,
my
and a
luck back.
5.
Melimby, give me my luck back. Melimby.
Nah.
Nah, fuck you.
No.
I'm rerolling. Make me sad like it's go do it. Go be show me tell me how sad I am today.
Well, you rolled better.
Better, and by that you mean a 6.
I mean, a 21. You rolled a 7.
Okay.
So,
21.
Well, that
Twenty-one.
beats 20, and that should beat the DC, right? I mean, I'm
All right,
expert
all
in
right,
this.
all
But
right, all right. Look. All right, you get a rumor.
okay.
You get a rumor. All right, Bub. I heard about this bird lady saying she's some like hot shit noble. All right, she is looking for, I guess, any weird and wacky and wonderful exotic shit to get her hands on, just because.
Can you tell me a bit more about her? A name? Maybe what her family does?
I don't know. There's some hoity-toity noble from like way off north, like maybe the Cheliacs, something like that.
Yeah. Well, anything? What kind of weird, exotic shit she wants? I might know someone. I might know
I
a
heard she
guy.
was looking for some griffins or something from Oba's. Got all sorts of weird, wacky pets for her there. I guess if I was a betting man, I'd be betting she's looking for pets or something to entertain her.
Hmm. So animals are business.
I don't know. I dare not make any assumptions of what she considers a pet.
Oh, so she's a kinky bitch.
You didn't hear it from me, boss.
Well, I mean, slavery is a bit illegal nowadays, you know? Suppose that's how those Chileans get their kicks off nowadays.
Yeah, well,
Why
you know,
is everything
bunch
like
of assholes.
weird for me?
What do you
know.
mean? What's wrong?
I take up 2 spaces and all I see is like a little circle of light around me, and I can't enter any room.
Well, you were like 10 out of 10 fucked.
What the hell was
You have
happening
light?
with you?
No, you don't have light. I could delete you and give you a new Firefly. I can do that. That's
And
probably a
I
good
also
idea.
can't access my character sheet, so I think it's a.
Kill you and give you a new one. Get a new Firefly. Boom, new Firefly.
That's not helping my character sheet. What the fuck is my character sheet?
I don't know what to say then. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why you wouldn't be able to
I'm gonna
access your
log
character
out
sheet?
and see if I can fix it by logging out and logging back in.
Alright.
I'm just having a lot of issues. Don't worry about it, everybody.
Pat.
Very broken. Anyways. Yeah, can we conclude our downtime?
Look,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
can he tell me who she's staying with or where she's staying?
You already know that!
No, we don't.
Yes, you do! Because that's how you found out she existed!
We know she's with the mob. I mean, like, where she is.
No. Yeah, he doesn't have that information for you.
So basically, he knows no more than we did.
Yep.
God damn it.
You know what?
I'm gonna spend the rest of my downtime learning that spell.
Do I have some downtime left for me to try just because I want to see if I can roll better?
Try what? What are you trying to roll?
Hobnobber.
Hobnobber. Go knob some hobs.
That's diplomacy based, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Diplomacy.
We're all for.
Malimbi,
Blind the GM roll.
what's the DC on your spell learning it?
Yep.
It's a 3rd level spell, so.
Alright. That's a
Yes,
mild
this
success. You
means-
get some rumors as well, but it's also kind of like not super helpful. It's sort of more of the same, you know.
If only we could just get her name.
Do Stella? Hello? What?
Yeah, her
know
last
her name.
name.
All right. Jetty, what's Stella's last name?
Jetty doesn't know.
What do you mean Jetty doesn't know? Jetty is the
No,
player.
Firefly knows.
Oh.
Firefly knows. She said her last name was Ravenquill.
Yeah,
Oh, right, we
Firefly
did.
actually-
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, Malou, what did you say the DC was?
Learn a spell activity. Third level spells have a typical DC of 20. So unless Carter decides something else, it would be 20.
I did say that because this is your like level up moment,
Boom.
right? You can just have it.
Yeah, but I also have other spells to learn, so I'm
Oh,
learning this.
okay. Well, then you're learning it for realsy. Sure. Okay, so there's
That's-
your skill check. Now, what was the gold cost
20.
again for learning a spell?
16 for a third level spell.
Yeah, I'll
For a third
take.
level spell.
I need to loan. I need to borrow 16 gold from someone.
What? You're broke?
Yes, I'm
Broke
broke.
bitch.
You're fucking broke.
I don't have money like it. We covered this.
Broke ass bitch. Damn.
They paid for Firefly's dress, so Firefly
We
still has
all
a
paid
lot
for the
of
dress.
Yeah, but the dress was kind of expensive.
Dang.
Yeah, I know.
My man says 15 silver pieces. That's hilarious.
I've got 66
Firefly's
gold.
just peeking around the corner.
Oh man.
Listen, being a therapist does not pay much because people don't pay me for it.
This is a charity organization.
Be a better
Yes.
therapist.
I am a great therapist, ask Firefly, you bitch.
Dude, yeah, actually insane therapy.
Okay, how do I add Wavos Ecstasy?
So it's in the.
Okay, so in
next to
the
actor's tab, there's an items tab.
yeah. I'll just drag it in for you.
No, I see it.
And
Yeah,
just
it's
drag
in
that into
there.
your third level spell slot area.
Yep.
Ta-da! Waves of ecstasy. It's kind of like slowed.
Except funny.
Funny.
Yes, fuck you.
Except funny, and then like if they succeed, it's like slightly better. But you know.
I'm proud of you, Millimby, for making a spell. It seemed like you almost. I'm a little sad because I'm pretty sure you don't feel the need to talk to me anymore. But I'm happy that you're doing better.
I invented the cure for depression.
You
Jack
invented
me off.
that.
No one's ever thought of this.
I'm not exactly sure how to respond to that, whether or not to be offended, but like.
Look, for me, it's always best if people are sad so that they talk to me so I can make them better. But I'm happy when other people can make themselves better. So I'm happy that you are doing better.
Thanks.
Listen, people's sadness is my job. It's just business. That does not mean that I'm not happy for you.
I like to imagine you guys are shouting this down the hallway at each other.
And we're not. I would just walk up and say that.
Anyway.
And then I'm gonna cast Power Word Come on him because I'm mad.
What happened to calm emotions, huh? Now it's incite emotions, I see.
Because, like, I think about this.
It gives people personal clarity on demand.
He can't perform if he just came.
You're depending on that refractory period.
I guess I have to make a will save if you're really
No,
doing this.
I'm joking. I'm not actually casting music on you.
Okay.
I'm not actually casting.
For a second, I wasn't sure that whether or not you were going to, because not gonna lie, you didn't. For someone who's trying to put enchantment magic in a better light, you do seem to cast it on people without their consent quite a lot.
Well, look. Sometimes you gotta diffuse a situation. And sometimes you just kind of have to do that quickly.
I'm just saying. That does not take away the fact that you cast it on them without consent and alter their mindset.
And nothing I did with calm emotions I couldn't have done with my words. It was just quicker. And people change their mind. We change each other's mindsets all the time. That's just what people do when they interact in any way. How is it different if I just do it with a snap of my finger versus if I do it with a look in my eyes?
It's the principle.
Gideon looks
You-
kind of mad because they know that Molumby is right, but they don't want to tell him that he's right.
Think about it for a second. Let's drop the conversation and just go on. Just move on with our nights. I need to go make sure Firefly's doing okay.
Just
My
right there.
investigations, unfortunately, did not result in anything.
So yeah. Anyway,
That woman, other than that, she's apparently looking for any form of pets, be they literal animals or realistically people.
so as for I think that concludes the downtime. Malumbi's gonna
Yes.
go over to Firefly's place to check if she needs companionship for the night again, just to make
She
sure.
needs you to use a scroll on her, you know.
The door's locked right now.
Dang,
Hmm?
Wow.
door's locked.
Door's locked.
Yeah, he knocks on the door. I don't know if she'll answer.
Door stuck.
Yes. Who is it?
Is it me? Are you alright?
Um. I'm fine.
That doesn't sound very convincing. Do you need some company?
I
I could not
heard
hear what you were
something.
saying.
I heard something. I don't think I think we're going to need to talk about, but I'm tired.
What uh if you heard what I think you heard, it's probably better we talk about it sooner rather than later.
The door unlocks. It's creaked open a little bit.
Alright. Excuse me, coming in. So what exactly did you hear? If it is what I think it is, yeah.
Something between you and Zenzen.
Okay, so let me explain, because I think it is what I think it is. I managed to complete that spell that I was working on as a proof of concept. I finally managed to get my research done. And then the spell accidentally went off. As I put the finishing touches on it, the residual energy from Zen casting a different spell to help me understand mental magic kind of, I think, interfered or like built up, and then the spell activated, and Zenzen and I were both cut in the blast. Um, so
She looks wary of that.
look, I understand how it looks, but I promise you, all of it was straight up an accident. Never intended for it to go off or any of that to happen between me and Zenzen. Um, it is up to you, of course, whether or not you believe me. I can show you the scroll and everything, just that my research is done.
You
Beyond that,
promise it was just an accident?
I promise it was just an accident. See, here's the thing about here's how I view love, Firefly. Is when you love someone, you make a commitment, you choose that one person, and no matter who comes along even if it is quote unquote someone better than them, maybe someone more pretty, I don't know, it doesn't matter. You chose that one person and you stick with that one person. To me, that is what love is. And I've chosen to make that commitment to you. So I promise you that never in my life I will do anything that will jeopardize that. Other than the accident that just happened that caused this misunderstanding, but it was purely just that an accident, I promise.
Mhm.
I've
She's
chosen you
eyeing
and it will
Olympian
always be
down.
you. I promise.
Sorry about misunderstanding, but eh,
No, it's
from what
okay.
I heard outside the door,
I do I do understand why you came to that conclusion, yes. Um it is magic that is probably um what's the right word? Dubious? Should not be used by the wrong people?
then don't give it to you, Din. Gotcha.
What?
Well,
I'm sorry. I was kind of distracted. I just heard my name. What was?
about that.
What the?
This is said in Firefly's room.
So can you
She made
repeat
a
it
joke
so I
of
can hear?
don't give it to you, Din. Don't give it to you,
Well, funny you should mention that.
Too late.
I did need someone else to test the spell, and since Yidin is the one that learns from scrolls,
You gave it to you, Din.
it'll be a test.
Look, don't
You
worry.
know
If
you
Zen
didn't
Zen will
probably
cast like
just
you
gonna
do.
use it.
I'm definitely gonna use it.
I mean, the point is to use it, but I trust Yidin to use it in the appropriate circumstances.
You trust your Din to use a spell in the appropriate circumstance.
I saved you guys from griffins. I'm gonna hold that
Look,
over you forever.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I'm going to send a copy of it to my sponsor, the rune mage that I've met in my travels, who will probably also end up using it on themselves and other people, but in the appropriate circumstances. It's
This is
fine.
just
I'm sure they won't use it on you.
totally they wouldn't use it on me. They totally didn't try to use a spell on a person less than a day ago.
Well, they already joked about using it on me, but then assured me it was a joke and that they would never actually do that. So I think Yidin does understand the gravity of this spell.
Knowing you didn't, they're probably just gonna use it on us because we
When
haven't done anything
a
yet.
realistic question, when I've ever casted any magic on you guys other than like
Butt on the back is Lemley's
during
head.
combat to be helpful.
You
Yeah,
changed
to be
Butt
honest,
on
As
the
a
back of
character,
Malembi's
Firefly
head.
has seen shit.
I
that
didn't
does-
use it on you. I used it on
Also
your clothes. Which is
restyled
different.
Zen Zen's clothes without consent.
That's look. That's your clothes. It's not you. Fuck off.
That's so I can steal your property, but it's fine because it's
I
just object, not you.
I temporarily altered your property.
Temporarily, just
Also-
tagged your walls with graffiti is fine. It's temporary.
I undid it.
but yeah.
Literally, there was no consequence.
Oh my
Out
god.
of character. This is Firefly being wary. Okay.
I know.
We know that. It's okay, Five.
That's funny though.
Besides, you know,
Feel free to continue to slander me with things I've never done.
As far as
Yes.
the as far as the we haven't done those kind of things yet. We'll get to that eventually.
I don't want to. I was hoping to wait until after school in case.
Hmm.
Anyway, flushing.
No, there's no rush, but whenever you feel ready, you know.
Nods. Anyway. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared now. You, poops him on the nose.
Wait,
Be careful what spells you give Yadin.
I'll do better in the future. I promise. Look, I'm just really happy right now because this takes away so many of my worries.
I still worry about
Hmm. You want some
my
companionship for the night, then?
a
Would
lot of
that make
things,
you
but
feel
I
better?
really should go tell about what we found. Oh God, lag.
I'm
Come on.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Janetimo is gonna take care of that, isn't he?
I'd rather tell directly. I forgot about that before coming back to the dorm.
Fair enough. It's just a wild dame in the hallway.
Wild Dame. He's doing wild Dame things.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Anyway,
Very heroic.
Firefly goes to tell about the thing.
The thing. All right. What are you expecting
yeah,
right now? Or
I don't think she's really
Basically,
expecting anything.
she tells him. She tells her. How do I describe it? She explains that her progenitor is nearby, or
The
her
same thing
originator
as
oh,
is
we
oh,
told
nearby.
Janetimo.
oh, oh, right. My bad. I thought you were talking about the other stuff. I was
Same
like,
thing.
what?
I
I was like,
just
talking
told
about
her
the
she
Griffins. I was
same
like, okay, who
conversation
cares?
again. So
All right. I have
no,
grabbed you one aught.
That's odd.
um, hi, Professor Ott.
Hello, Firefly. How are you today?
Could be better. She adjusts her mask. Um, we went to investigate some. We went to investigate why the Griffins got out, and they they got out because somebody picked the locks in the cages. They just opened the cages and then they flew off.
Hmm.
Plain and simple.
Well,
But
I'm glad at least it wasn't a
my
intended attack. But go on. What did you say?
my originator is somewhere in the city.
Oh,
Rips her arm.
I see. Don't worry, Fire. Remember what I
Worries
told
away.
you on the first day you
Worries
came
away.
here. You will be safe in the Gambia always. Do everything to protect you.
I know. I just thought I'd say it.
Blast the bitch.
It's fine. He puts out an arm to like pat you on the shoulder. It's like, you will be safe here. I assure it. I will do everything in my power to make sure that while you are here in the Magambia, will not be hunted down or accosted or taken advantage of.
I was just wanting to make sure you knew about it because of her being here is scary enough.
Mm. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I'll be on high alert. Now,
Mm.
I actually have some work
I'm
to
gonna go
take care
back
of.
to my. I'm gonna go back to my dorm. I just wanted to inform you.
Good. Good luck and stay safe.
I also took an ancestry feat, smirk. I
Ancestry
got
feat.
fledgling flight. I got
Fly.
fledgling flight. Right.
She's getting closer to flying.
I can only fly for short distances right now, but still.
Yep.
Fly.
Ready to combat. Fly. Become flightier. Okay. All right. So that's enough
Yeah.
of downtime now, right? We're all good. We can
Yeah,
move forward.
that's all Firefly wanted to do during her downtime.
All right. We can do the actual the thing. No, what?
I guess Zendin would also get wouldn't learn the spell herself, but would get
Yeah.
a copy of it to send to Mama.
Yo, Mama, check this shit out. She's like, oh my god, based.
You're gonna have to make a crafting check. Make the scroll.
She's the one that made the scroll with you.
I know.
You know, out of spite, what do I roll?
What?
Untrained, just net 20. Watch, funny. Not the 3. I mean,
It wouldn't be crafting. It would be divine or religion or something, whatever. Because
Is making a scroll not crafting?
Technically. Yeah, actually, I guess. I don't know.
No,
I was thinking about the spell, like because teaching the spell.
Occult, Arcana, Divine, and Nature. I think are the ones that are 4 things.
Either way, it's fine.
You
Firefly being.
I don't know.
You roll the 3.
Yeah, I mean, when you already know the spell, it just it doesn't assume.
I just wanted to see what I would roll.
It's like you're the DC and Mama's the one that makes the check. Basically, is the way it works. I don't know. It's whatever. Anyways, yes. So it is time for your promotion to become conversant, and along the way, as you guys spend time over the week, some of your other students are like kind of excited about it, especially like Essie. She's very into getting into the work and being able to make change happen immediately. So everyone's gathered around from your dorm at this ceremony, and Cheshire has some funny choice words as you enter the Whistle Tower is the name of the building, and it's more so centered in the middle of the building rather than having seats flanked off towards the sides of the walls. And he points it out. He's like, smart to put in the middle of the room. In case any more giant bugs crash through walls, that is. As he kind of picks at his ear and then kind of flicks it. Then John and Timo kind of beckons you all to rise for a moment, or not rise, take a seat. And he says, friends, I'm glad that you have all made it here to mark the growth of several of our students. They have proven that their studies don't register in their minds as mere theory or academic exercise, but as a force that they can use to influence the world at large, and in turn be influenced by it. Magic is not a tool we use, but a living thing that we experience and embody. Becoming a conversant means that these students take the understanding and expertise out into the world. Before we welcome them officially, I'd love to have any words of our advancing students to tell themselves what is best use of their magic out in the world.
Well, anyone will go first.
I love the juxtaposition of this to what happened in the game just before this. It's like, how are you going to use magic out into the world to make it a better place? Come.
I'm going to use magic to give people, to show people the pleasures of life.
Well said, you didn't.
My
You
goal.
You did. Why'd you say you did?
I keep doing that. Must have a
Why
Libby.
you do
Why?
that today?
You're the same character to me. I don't know why.
You're very different. What is
We're
a
very different. What is a spider? The other is the
Yadin's-
fucking replicant.
Yadrin's transition has like it's so fucked up. He refuses to acknowledge it to the point that he now just thinks
What is it?
Olympia.
What are you, an SCP?
See who you did.
do
Replaces
not
all the
recognize
characters.
the bodies in the water.
Malimby.
What the fuck?
Why do I
Magic has
keep
been agreed
doing
to
that?
making sure that those around me are able to perform to the best of their abilities and to help them find the joy in life and experience it in all its pleasures. It is a tool that can be used for many things, but in the end, I think it turns out the best tool to do good, and we should strive to continue to do so.
Well said.
I'm sure the rest of my companions will agree with that, but unless they have their own words to add.
My goal with my magic has, since even before I got here, been to both better understand it and learn how to use my innate penchant for enchantment and the occult to help people, which is why I'm a therapist. I desire to be able to use that magic not in ways that the stigma, well, informs people that it's used, such as to control others and to, well, hurt others with it, but to give people the ability to overcome mental blocks, deal with anger, emotional trauma, and learn how to feel again. Because all enchantment is simply bringing out an emotion or thought. And for people with trauma, that can be difficult. That's my goal.
Oh,
Malimby side eyes.
Wise words. Now, thank you all again for showing us where your understanding begins. I look forward to seeing how your understanding deepens and evolves as a conversant. Well, with
I'm,
that,
ex-
let's give our conversants a round of applause.
Very singular applause.
Wait, why do I hear clapping and why are none of your hands moving?
Did someone cast Wave of Expertise?
All right. Which clapping is that? That's not slow clap. Where the fuck does it come from?
That's literally the basic standard.
Oh, that's the Discord
Discord.
clap, right? Yeah. Oh, is it hailing? Jesus Christ!
I mean, I've got this one.
Yippee! The Garant birthday party.
So
I love
not
Grunt birthday party.
not that I'm not happy with a new title, but and new responsibilities. Are there any benefits for us on a personal level to this as well? Not that I'm ungrateful or need anything. I'm just curious.
Oh, what do you mean?
You know, sometimes new titles, new responsibilities come with some benefits, gifts,
It's
whatever.
extra credit, you did.
Fair enough. That's all I needed to know. I was just curious. I didn't need anything. I just was curious if there was.
Showed us where your priorities are.
I slowly turn my head towards Malimby.
I understand therapy is a rather thankless field with low profit margin, but
I don't charge people for it. I'm poor.
That explains so much, but anyways. Good luck. Also, I actually have one of the first tasks that you'll be embarking on. A task that's been not neglected by Zokan, but it needs some looking into at this point, as it has become a problem for some of the classes.
Mafia.
No. Maybe. I don't know. Some of his supplies that were brought in ended up being unstable. Ask him
That
more
sounds
about
like
it.
mafia.
Hmm. It sounds highly dubious. Curious to delve into this.
What? Did his rope and lamp oil turn into bombs?
You want it?
Do you? Do you?
I mean, we'll
Direct
find out.
reference.
We'll have to talk to Zulkan if we're going to find that out.
Alright, you guys all go to the powder pile, talk to Zokin.
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
have anywhere else to be at the moment.
I mean, you guys could ignore it and be like, oh, fucking. Or like, I don't know, break into his shop when he's not looking, fucking spy on him, I don't know.
Hello,
I
Zokan.
am here as the GM to make whatever happens, happens. I assume you're gonna do this, or you walk up and talk
I
to him
mean, we were
immediately.
given the assignment in front of the entire damn class, so
Yeah.
That's not gonna be
Yeah.
exactly a secret.
Anyways,
should be
you
weird if we didn't follow up.
arrive onto Zokin's shop as what looks like an incoming shipment, but you realize, like, as it's already been like opened and like supplies are like missing from it, are actually like being like recalled back into his shop by a couple of handymen. Like, all right, be careful. Some of that's unstable.
Hello, Zokan.
So we've heard.
Welcome. Also, congratulations on the promotion to conversants.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, you must be highly appreciative of it as well, because our first task as conversants is to help you out.
Good. Finally. So, as you already know, I keep the students stocked with the best alchemical and magical powders I can get. I'm always
No
looking to
bombs.
do that in as as thrifty a way I can, too. I work with many different suppliers around Tambu. I mean, quality items are good, but quality items at a low price are even better. That said, I just got a shipment in from Bamidel, my old friend and longtime supplier. And the deal was really good. I actually think it was too good. It's cheaper than I've gotten alchemical powders from him before. On top of that, I don't think it's unrelated that I've been hearing of several classes in the last few weeks where he like flips over a notebook, just major issues went wrong with mixtures or experiments. Just to
Does
be
sound
sure, I've
strange.
recalled all the powders from Bamidel until I can assess what's going on. But I'd love if you could go talk with him and ask him where he got it. I can't put students' work or maybe even their lives at risk for a good deal. Even a very
Well,
good deal.
you're a better man than most, Zokan.
Thank you.
But we'll look into it. Also, place money. Are your bets on this is this because of the mafia or not? Because I am very,
Can you
very.
stop bringing up the mafia every time?
Look, I'm just angry at my lack of success, and also I am paranoid.
I understand, but we don't want to cause undue panic.
You know what? Fair. I'll only bring it up when we're in private space.
Or when, you're sure it is relevant.
It's always relevant.
Facepalm.
Oh, shut up. You didn't have any more success at this than me.
Got my face palms.
You shut up as well, Dame.
Sansa's
Alright,
time was
so-
spent very productive. She helped invent a spell.
Squint.
Alright, so who did they want us to talk to? What was the name?
A supplier named Bombadil. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know.
It's pronounced Bombadil.
It's called Bombardier. You know, if we're talking about exploding, alchemical items, he is now Bombardier.
Basil Goose.
So, I will say also, because as a bit of a result of Zeta's downtime, you've actually heard of Mr. Bombadil and did a few odd job labor tasks when you were doing your downtime for him.
I actually did a few odd jobs for him.
Well, that's convenient. That means we have a way in. We probably know where to find him, right?
Indeed, we could probably head over there right now.
Okay.
So, you guys are off into Nantambu to speak with Mr. Bombadil, assuming that's how it's pronounced. Oh, this map is actually all of Nantambu, so we off to where stupidly is in the city where his shop is, question mark, wherever. So, you get there, no problem. Zeta knows exactly where to go to find him, and he's out in the market peddling wares and talking business. He dresses in bright colors, smiles broadly, and speaks loudly. So, how do you all approach Mr. Bombadil?
Since Zeta knows him
Firefly stays
personally,
back.
since he worked for him for a bit, he approaches. How do you pronounce his name again? Bombadil?
Bombadil, I think.
Bombadil?
No,
Bomba.
we just call him Bomby. Big B. Boss man.
Yeah. So he
La
just
Bomba.
approaches him and introduces the party to him and why they were there.
Alright. Was finally like, hey, Zeta, how are you? It's nice to meet you, all of your friends. I don't have any work today, if that's what you're looking for.
Greetings.
That's my word.
It is not for work that we have come here. These
Oh.
are my fellow students, and we have some inquiries to make of you.
Like a glad
Yeah.
hand.
Let hand do it. Roll.
Your hand.
I only have sad hands.
Actually, what this is meant for, it's regular person that you're trying to establish a positive relationship with. Alright, man, make your roll.
Having fat anime kitties count as glad hands?
Needs to be a private GM rule, right?
Sure, yeah. Blind GM roll.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'm blind.
Sick. Alright. Marty, how do you approach or respond or talk to this man?
If I fail, it
Oh.
just takes a minute before I can retry,
Okay.
and no consequences.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. We heard from Zeta that he had worked with you before.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we we have some questions related to some accidents that have happened that we're investigating.
Oh,
Let's
no.
lead with that.
What accidents?
Well, recently, you have supplied the powdered pile Zokan Zokan is the owner.
Hey,
With
Zokan, yeah, my old
with some
buddy.
supplies. Yes. Um, and as of late, it seems some of the supplies coming out of the powder pile have been somewhat unstable. So we're just tracing back all the shipments that have come in. And since you were an old buddy of him, we figured you'd be the easiest one to start with. So we're just making sure that. Have you had any reports from other customers you've dealt with that some of the supplies have been unstable, perhaps something similar?
He like furrows his brow and his like smile goes away, and he cocks his head to the side. He's like, no, I haven't really heard anyone complain, and you saw the line I had today on your way over. Besides, I would never send Zokin and his students anything that I thought was unsafe.
Well, no, I'm not saying that any of it was intentional. Perhaps you got your supplies from somewhere else and then passed them on to Zolkan, for example. It's all a possibility. We're just trying to trace back any source that we can find. You're just the first stop on our list.
Well, I got some of these powders. Well, most of the ones that I sold to Zokin, I got them from Abeo the Calm, I call him, cause he's just so serious all the time. He meets me here for supplies, but I haven't seen him in some time, which is a problem because I've nearly sold out of my powders.
Interesting. When is the last time you've seen him?
I mean, it was quite some time ago, maybe a few weeks.
Well, I feel like if that was the source, then the problems with the unstable powers would probably have started a while ago. This is a recent development.
Then
Oof.
the other option would be like, who delivered the goods
Mm.
from here to there.
We'll probably have to look into that next.
Did have anybody different move the product?
Well, I guess I would be the one moving the product in this situation. I got them from Abeo, and then I sold them directly to Zokin.
Oh, because there was no delivery person in between
No
you and
middleman.
them. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I think that mainly means we have to look in Mr. the Calm.
Well, I wish you luck with that. I don't have any contact information for Abeo, so sorry for that if I'm unhelpful.
How do you normally contact him?
Oh, he comes to my stall. He comes to see me with the powders, and I haven't ever needed to chase him down, so never really asked.
And the powders that you sold to Zokan, they were also supplied to you from Obeo?
Say again?
The powders that you supplied Zokan with recently, did you also get those from Obeo?
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying.
Okay. Very well. Looks like we have a new stop to add to our list. We do appreciate your forthcomingness, and should we learn anything, we'll be in touch.
Yes. Well, good luck, I suppose. I should be expecting to see Abeo again in maybe a few days or some such. It has been a while since I've seen him, but he does somewhat regularly come by to sell more to me.
Thank you
Well,
for
if you end up
if
seeing him, let him know that we're looking for him.
Or well,
In the meantime, we'll look for him.
maybe we can find him first. So, that'd probably be better. I don't want to rule out the possibility of foul play yet, so the more we maintain the element of surprise, the better. I'm not assuming it is foul play, but you can't be too sure. Well, any of you have any more questions to ask? I think, as far as I know, we have all the information we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so no, no one else has any question.
It's not.
Alright, I want to go. Can Malimbi recall the body language that was used by Bamadel during this conversation to do a sense motive check in general on whether or not how truthful he was?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, make a perception check.
A secret one
Yep.
or a normal one? Yeah, secret. Alright.
All right. It seems like he's just telling the truth. Like that's he just runs his stand and he doesn't really ask a whole lot of questions and he hasn't gotten any problems back to him. This
Yeah.
so
Alright, so far it's purely a Zokan issue.
yep.
All
There
right.
is also the element of the fact that the Magambia, will probably buy and use the most things all at once. So it could be a numbers game.
It's for us to figure out, I suppose.
Yeah, you could always inspect the powders themselves.
Well,
Suppose
since
that's our next step.
since it's gonna be probably a couple days till Obeo shows up, we might as well have someone keep an eye on this shop and see if anyone matching the description or some sort of merchant supplier
Hmm.
comes through here. And in the meantime, we'll just look at the powders themselves.
All right, make me a craft check.
Man, I happen to
Anything
be
else?
expert at that now because of
Can
my
I
tome.
do a craft check as well?
Yes.
Okay, do we do it as a private roll? I mean,
Yeah, blind roll.
Okay.
Quaffed.
All right. So, Malimbi, the legend of dubious knowledge kicks in. Oh.
Oh my god.
uh,
3.
you find that the powder you have here, this grainy reddish orange powder that smells faintly of cinnamon, it's a highly potent additive that's enhancing any kind of like alchemy that you would make with it. It seems like a pretty good ingredient, as it'll not mechanically change your items, but as we all know, health potions taste like cherry, and boy, this is some good tasting cherry you could probably get if you make it with this. Similarly, with other alchemical items, you would also have it be like brighter color, stronger smell, better taste, that kind of deal. It's the spice of life.
It's the MSG of alchemy.
It's the MSG of alchemy, and then your other factoid is
To make shit good.
your other factoid is that if you specifically put it in explosives, it'll make them much bigger.
One of them is true, one of them is false, but they both seem like they would be. It's an enhancer nonetheless. It just depends on what for.
Yeah.
But Malimbi doesn't know that, so he relays the information of both those facts to the party.
Also, Zeta, you can't make any heads or tails of the powder. It's just like this grainy orange stuff. It honestly like seems more like cinnamon that's been ground down to you.
Alrighty.
Well,
I would also ask for some Arcana checks.
fuck yeah, I'm also expert in that.
You're expert in everything.
I don't have either. +0. Let's go. I can't help in anything. I'm stupid.
So, Malimbi, you actually realize another thing about these reagents is that they appear to be enhanced with like magic, like alternatively, like not alternatively, like after the fact. Additionally, what the fuck, brain. Additionally, what seems to cause the instability of them is the fact that they have been enhanced with like magic. Like this powder has been enchanted, and that might cause instability.
Make sure to note it down. No, it's magically enhanced after the fact, and that might have made it unstable.
Yeah.
If I look at any of Zilkan's other powders that he's had from different shipments, they don't have this magical enchantment.
Yes. Anything that's not from the shipment he got from Bamidel is fine.
That's odd.
So, with that,
Alright.
you said you were gonna have like people like stake out Bamidel shop for a while.
That would probably be a good idea. See if we can intercept any sort of suppliers and then figure out if
Right.
they're OBO.
So, in the midst of business hours, a mere 3 days after, you see Bombadil in his no more jovial manner, somewhat luckily, how loud he is. He looks over to a new man with a beard and a flop hat on, and he says, "Hey, Abeo, my best supplier, welcome back." So, you got him, boys. And with that, we'll save it for next time because we're at the end of session here, and this'll be quite an ordeal now with Abeo showing his face. So,
OBO shows up.
did you guys have fun? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
I earned money.
Money.
As long as I was able to stay connected, that was.
I have had better sessions.
Yeah.
You've had better sessions, yeah.
Pet.
Them rolls, pretty poggers.
I didn't do
Word
much.
nut.
All right. Power
got
word come acquired.
I pitched a tent. That's all I did this session.
Yeah.
You pitched Malimbi's tent. Hey, you got him.
No.
All right. Let's get out of here. Scram. It's over. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. Also, thanks again to Aeon Inc. for the raid.